and light. I can carry it any way I want. Sway back and forth. Easy. But right then, someone comes and adds a small stone. What difference would one small stone make, right? I can still carry it. I can still sway it back and forth. But then again, another person comes and adds a little bigger stone. The bag is a little heavy. Not that I can't lift it, but I do have to put some effort. And while I'm putting some effort, someone comes and adds a big stone. Now, the bag is actually heavy. I can't lift it, and I have to put some effort. And when I put some effort, I'm pulled back towards it. Contest chair for the Toastmasters and dear guest. How many of you could relate this situation to your life? Well, I could as well. For now, let's empty this bag and let me take you to a warm, sunny winter day at Kathmandu University. I was in the third year of my bachelor's degree, and on that day, one of my teachers had cancelled the class, so we had 2 hours off. And hearing that good news, me and my girlfriends, 10 of us, we sat down on the lawn in front of the library and started gossiping and laughing. One thing led to the other, and slowly our topic of conversation landed on sharing stories of sexual harassment and abuse. One by one, each of the girls started sharing their stories. One of my friends shared how her tuition teacher had touched her inappropriately. And one of my friends shared how her own uncle had abused her when she was just 5 years old. And when each of the girls were sharing their stories, it was on that warm, sunny winter day when I realized that I myself had a few stories. I was grade 7 or 8. I was in my room and talking to my friend on the phone. I was standing. And right then, a cousin brother, he entered the room, he came behind me and smelled my neck from here to here. He hugged me from behind. Well, I had seen such a scene on the movies where the hero comes from behind and hugs the heroine and the song starts playing. So my brain, it automatically suggested that I should be smiling, I should feel shy, and I should cooperate. But in reality, I was uncomfortable. I was confused and had no idea that this was wrong. One so happened. There were other instances when the same brother had subtly harassed me, maybe by pulling my top off my shoulder, by pulling my trouser in a room full of people, and when I cried, he just got away, saying he was joking and that I wasn't mature enough to take that jokes. 2 more stones added. Another incident. I was in grade 10 and I was traveling in a local bus, which is very crowded, so I was leaning onto a bar when a man in his 30s came behind me and did some activities which I don't prefer explaining here. The teenage me knew that something was wrong. I knew that I was uncomfortable, but I didn't know what was going on. Thankfully, my stop came quite soon, and all that I could do was stare at the man as I was leaving the bus. Another stone added. Over the years, there were many small incidents, many small stones added one by one. I'd say I'm lucky that my incidents were not very severe. That's why the small stones. But it was at that day, on that warm, sunny winter day, when I realized that, hey, my bag is heavy. And this heaviness did have its consequence. The first consequence was my lack of trust in men. All of these incidences had made me so scared of men that I was scared in going near them or interacting with any men, as a friend or even professionally. So my social circle was limited to all women, and I dressed very invisibly, and I was always an awkward person to interact with. Another consequence was that I lost my ability to express myself. Since it was very late when I realized that I was bothered by something, I ended up bottling up all my feelings and resentments, and due to which my mental health was affected as well. Now, I am at a better condition. I'm so thankful to my family who are there with me during all of my low phases, to the multiple counseling sessions, to my friends who heard my stories again and again, to all the self-help books, and to the universe who helped me take all of those stones one by one. Now, my bag, it's lighter. I can carry it any way I want and I can sway it back and forth. And in case anyone comes and tries to add one more stone, I can throw it right back at them. Either by speaking out for myself, by asking for help, or using some self-defense if needed. So fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, are you also carrying a bag with you? If you are, I would highly request you to please remove those stones as soon as possible. Unpack it yourself, unpack it with your family, your partner, or even take help from the experts. But please do not let that baggage weigh you down. Do not let those stones ruin your beautiful present and even beautiful future. Over to you, Montesquieu.